Trump's EPA has decided to revive a controversial Alaska mining project. This is a mining project that back in 2014, Obama's EPA decided not to approve because of the fact that it could have some negative environmental impact. Now, the EPA and a mining firm on Friday announced a settlement in their legal dispute over the proposed Pebble Mine near Bristol Bay in Southwest Alaska, setting the stage for an eventual permitting decision that could allow the gold and copper project to move forward. Now, it's important to keep in mind that this is something that residents in Alaska, including the governor of Alaska, are not in favor of. We're talking about hunters, people who do want to protect the environment, and they do see this mining project as something that could be disastrous. Mine developer Pebble Limited Partnership sued the EPA back in 2014 over the agency's decision to block the mine on environmental and tribal sovereignty grounds before the company had submitted its permit applications.
Well, this is what you get. Again, this is another little example of no difference between candidates. This is what you get. You get Scott Pruitt. And Scott Pruitt, who in Oklahoma had what, as the Attorney General of Oklahoma, had what, sued the EPA
13 times.
13 times, something like that. And now he's ahead of the EPA. And what do you know? The lawsuits, I agree with everybody who's suing the EPA before. And so this is it. You'll get as many of these as there are. I'd be surprised if one time the Scott Pruitt-led EPA backed up a decision that any previous administration had made.
So here they might have messed with the wrong guys. Not only, as Anna pointed out, independent Governor Bill Walker, you've got some bipartisan disagreement here in Alaska about this project, like disagreement with Pruitt's decision. They don't want the project to go forward. But you also pissed off hunters and anglers.
Yeah.
And so the head of the hunter group is like, wait, I thought we were gonna get to hunt there. That's the whole point of Alaska. And so they're super mad. Now remember, Trump tried this. He was on national lands. He was trying to allow more of this kind of drilling. Instead of wasn't mining in that case, but drilling. He wanted to hand it off to private hands, etc. And Chaffetz in Utah, really right-wing congressman, was in favor of it. And then all the conservative hunters were like, no, that's our land. That's where we go hunting. Now you're gonna sell it off for their private profit? All of a sudden, they backpedaled, and Chaffetz said he was sorry and the apology was accompanied by a picture of him in camouflage. Oh. I was like, oh, I love it, okay? And to give you a sense of how unpopular it is, polls of local residents show that 80% of the people in the region oppose the mine, 80%. But Scott Pruitt doesn't represent the American people, he represents the Republican donors. He would sometimes, I call him copy and paste Pruitt, because he would literally copy and paste letters from the lobbyists and then use it to sue the EPA or make it part of the law in Oklahoma. So copy and paste Pruitt is now coming in and it's like, okay, what do the donors want? I'll copy and paste it. 80% of the people disagree, who cares? You didn't pay for our campaigns. So Alaska, you keep voting Republican, this is what you're gonna get.
I'll sum up about 300 jokes of comedians that we got going on right now. It's like Donald Trump got a list. I want a list of everything Obama did. All right, we're gonna undo all this shit. He got apples in the White House, get them all out. Bring in some peaches. It's like, God damn it. That's how we feel. That's how the comedians feel. It feels like, these guys are the political experts and they talk about the political aspect of this, and then when you look at it from an average American standpoint, it just seems like he wants to appease this base of people who hated that black man so much that was in the White House, and they want to undo everything that he did, even if you're gonna bite your nose to spite your face, as if our poor little earth can take any more of all this bullshit that these evil people are doing.
Right, and it's not even like a politically savvy thing to do, because if the people living in the state are against it, I mean, you're potentially isolating and going against your base or your voters. Like, I don't know how many people in Alaska voted for Trump, but if 80% of them are unhappy with this because it will directly impact them in a negative way, it's gonna hurt him politically. But that's awesome. Like, I have nothing against that. I hope it does hurt him politically.
Our journalism drive is almost over. It ends in Trump's first 100 days. We need to hire more reporters and more watchdogs. Let's do that right now at tytnetwork.com/go.